My colleagues in several departments might tell you that it is true that there's not much history written about women. Of course, queens and princesses, but a simple peasant girl may not be notated in the annals of history. Almost all girls in the 1600s in Norway, in the fjords, in the mountains, it was their responsibility, along with some shepherd boys, to take care of the animals in the summertime. They were called seter girls. They stayed on the seter. And the lure was very practical to have because they could communicate with each other. Also, they could tell whether or not their flock was in danger, if there was a wolf, a bear, or other. So this instrument is even typical now. It's not so old-fashioned. You will still see it on the seter in the summertime. My faculty lecture is about Prillar Guri, the girl who at 17 years old saved Norway from Scottish invasion in the year 1612. This statue that you see here on the front cover is of Prillar Guri. And this is a statue that is made by craftsmen in Norway, and it's sold at every tourist shop. The lure, if you can see, is an instrument. Actually, you can't see that it's an instrument. It looks maybe like a cane or a staff, but it has a bell. What's most important is that it has a mouthpiece that's very similar in size to the cornet or the trumpet, or a conch shell, or a shofar, or any one of those kinds of early signal instruments. In 1986-87, I was a Fulbright scholar to Norway, and I had an opportunity to do lots of performing, and I was studying the trumpet music of Norwegian composers at the Norwegian State Academy of Music with Professor Harry Kvebeck. I bought this instrument in Trondheim, Norway, and saw it at a husflid store, which means housewares, things for the home. This length puts the lure in the key of E flat. It is soft wood that's been carved out, two sides, and you can see those two sides in here. Then it's glued together, and this will need to have been carved out because otherwise it would just be a block. And it's conical from the beginning all the way to the bell. Then it's wrapped with birch bark. In Sweden, they call that näverlur, näver. And mine happens to have a leather grip because it needed some splints because it had broken in travel. And then the notes that are available to this instrument are very wide and get higher and closer together as I play higher, with my air and my lips vibrating. There's no fingers moving.